Gina DeJesus makes everybody smile. She's enormously kind and sweet.
Gina's always been a shy little girl with a great sense of humor, soft-spoken.
Outgoing. I like to go outside and hang out with my friends, go skating.
Love dancing. Selena was her favorite movie, and you couldn't tell her that she wasn't Jennifer Lopez in that video, because that was her thing as a 13, 14-year-old.
What dreams did you have for yourself?
I wanted to become a lawyer.
Why?
I don't know, I think it was fun to win cases.
She came from a very tight, loving family. Even though her parents struggled for money, it was a really happy childhood.
14-year-old Gina DeJesus grew up on the rough-and-tumble west side of Cleveland. And because of that, she learned some hard lessons thanks to her mother.
I told her, like, if somebody came up to you and tell you, can you help me look for my dog? I lost my dog. Don't stop. You continue to walk and you ignore the person. I told her to be aware of her surroundings at all times.
Despite all the lessons instilled in Gina's brain, it still was no match for the serial predator.
Tell us about that day you were with his daughter.
Yes, Ariel Castro.
Gina was walking home from school with a friend.
We were talking about what we wanted to do because it was Friday. And then I was like, you could come over.
And Gina lent her bus money to make the telephone call.
She asked her mom, and her mom says no. She went the other way, and then I went the other way.
The last thing she said to me was, "You owe me 50 cents.
Right after that, Ariel Castro pulls up and offers Gina a ride.
He asks me if you've seen my daughter. I said, yeah, she's right around the corner. He was like, can you help me find her? And I said, sure.
And this lure was the trick of Ariel Castro, using his own children as pawns.
You felt there's nothing strange about this, right?
No. I just knew that that was her father and my dad was friends with him.
And next thing you know, he says, can you help me move a speaker at the house? And sure, I guess why not? And now she's in the house.
He's like, starts like touch me and stuff. And then I'm like, what are you doing? You can go to jail. And then he just switches up like, well, okay, you're gonna go home now. He said, but you can't go through the same door you came in.
You have to leave, through another door. I have a superstition. Well, it turns out to be the basement.
And then once you were in the basement, what happened?
Then he ended up chaining me up to the pole. Nobody could hear me. The radio was too loud.
Gina's a creature of habit, and when Gina didn't show up, we knew pretty quickly something wasn't right.
Tonight, family and friends fan out into the neighborhood, armed with donated flyers from Kinko's, searching desperately for 14-year-old Georgina DeJesus.
We're gonna keep going out there and putting as many flyers as we can.
It did not become real until we seen ourselves on TV, on the local news. That's when it really hit me that something was really, really wrong, that she wasn't home.
By air, on ground, every inch of Cleveland's west side under the microscope.
I went searching everywhere. Dumpsters, schools, empty buildings.
Eerily, this is the exact spot where Amanda Berry disappeared a year ago this month. Now 2 missing flyers of 2 missing girls mark this corner.
Same neighborhood, young girl, 2 blocks away. You think you have a serial kidnapper or a serial killer, because how can you not think they're related?
When did you see Gina DeJesus in the house?
Well, I heard a little bit of ruckus in the, downstairs when she first came. Noise, like, get off of me, stuff like that.
He would take my hair and like, put it in his mouth. I don't know. I don't know why he did it, but it was gross.
When was the first time that he took advantage of you?
May 7th.
What are you comfortable in sharing and telling us about that?
I'm not comfortable. First thing that popped in my head is, oh my gosh, she's so young. She is so young. Nobody ever deserves to be through something like that.
When did you realize that there were others in the house, that you weren't the only one?
As I kept watching the news after a while, I was like, did you take Amanda?
17-year-old Amanda Berry disappeared in April.
Then one time he was like, I have Amanda Berry upstairs. And I have another girl upstairs, but she's not on the TV. Like, nobody cares about her. Her name was Michelle Knight.
Their families were looking for them, but there was no mention about yours.
He would taunt me every single day. Your families don't care about you. Ain't you glad I took you?
He was very abusive to Michelle, because Michelle spoke up the most.
I felt like he hated me the most because I was the one that stood my ground.
He was defiant. She wasn't taking it, and she would fight back.
He impregnated her several times. He would inflict pain on her and cause her to lose the fetus.
5 times you were pregnant.
Yes. And each time he aborted it. One was worse than the other. First, he'll starve me. He'll give me soda all the time to prevent milk. He'll throw me downstairs. Use blunt objects to abort it. Pipes, bats, he will use anything to make it go away. One day he came in the room and I was sleeping and he jumped on my stomach.
I'm sorry, Michelle.
And he's the reason why I can't have children now. And that's the most suckiest feeling ever. But he couldn't break me. And I feel, why let the devil control me?
Physical scars from the abuse was painful and eternal. But there's no doubt that the psychological abuse perpetrated on these women was equally painfully indelible.
He played these terrible, terrible mind games.
One day, Castro said, hey, do you want to play Russian roulette?
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.